Got a couple pellets to put away here. Look at this scenery, isn't that beautiful? Then have a ride with me. It's already warmed up. I was using it just a couple of minutes ago. Look at those colors. Isn't that amazing? Love this time of year. Nice temperature for working. Could even be a little bit cooler for my liking. Lots of yellow trees there. I like the red ones better. On the other side of my property, when we turn around, you'll see some nice red, yellow, and green. I haven't sold much firewood lately because I haven't been advertising, and I haven't advertised because I didn't have a truck to deliver, and just getting busy lately with different doctor's appointments and stuff. You went a little off center. I got a little bit of too much weight on the left. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. That should be better, eh? Take a look at those colors. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I love that. I had some repairs to do in the barn. I don't know if it's worth fixing or not. I like the looks of it, but it's really falling apart, and there are loads of bats living in there and mice. Good to have the bats around. They eat mosquitoes. So hey, excuse me. Show you how I go about moving this machine on my property. Pretty straightforward. I got everything ready to go. All my jacks up. Yeah. Hitch is connected strongly on the ball hitch there. Gates are open. Hop in, come for a ride. Now I am going to go backwards with it all the way down there because it is a slope, and if for some reason I broke loose from my machine, it would run into the machine if I drove forward and it detached itself from the machine. It would go across the highway, and that would be ugly. There you saw one of the interesting challenges of doing it with a wheel loader. Jesus. I'm trying to record at the same time. It's like I'm drunk here. Yeah, so it's challenging with the wheel loader because it articulates in the middle, and your little adjustments in the steering wheel have great effect. So I might get lucky and there won't be any traffic coming. I do have to make this approach a little bit better. I got to get a culvert in there and raise it up a bit. But it is still accessible. And there we go. There's our spare no expense firewood sign. That should bring the crowds in. I think I'll go back to that pile there. Add to it. We might bring my trailer out here and see how long it takes to fill a trailer. There we are, folks. I got it loaded. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 logs on there. I don't know how long it took, but I'm kind of surprised at how long it does take to load. There was a machine I looked at called Caltech that's made in Quebec that has a hydraulic grapple arm attached to it as an option. And I seen it operating and I didn't think much of it at the time. But now that I see how long it takes to load, I think I might actually sell this one next year and order a Caltech with the hydraulic grapple arm, the crane. Because then you just park it next to your log pile, and as soon as your deck was empty, you just step over, activate the controls, pick up a couple logs. Theoretically, you could even have 2 people operating at the same time. So I'm going to see how long this takes to do these 9 logs. You know, that's a decent size. That's a little small. That's a little small. That's tiny. They're not great logs, but that's the way it goes. They're not made to order, so you take what Mother Nature gives you, make the best of it. So it's 3 o'clock now. I better get at it. So those 9 logs took 24 minutes. Now, in my experience, 9 logs would be 2 face cords and a bit, but those couple were spindly, so I don't think that would be quite 2 face cords. But for the sake of argument, let's say there were normal size logs, because normal size logs wouldn't take longer, much longer, like maybe a second per cut because of the diameter. But everything else is the same. 2 face cords in 24 minutes, and I did have to go out and handle one. So give them benefit of the numbers, say 2 face cords in 20 minutes. You could do 6 face cords an hour. 6 face cords an hour, which is 2 bush cords per hour. Additionally, I'll just say, you'd probably still call me a new user, but really I can't imagine that there's anybody more proficient at this than me. The learning curve is not very great. It's simple. A monkey could run this machine, okay? And I'm already cutting the log. I'm advancing the log while it's splitting, and I'm starting to cut while the splitter is retracting. And I time it just so it cuts and the log drops just as the splitter is gone back into its next ready position. So you can't be any more proficient at that. Sometimes the live deck gives me a bit of a problem. It twists the logs. When you have them close together like I did, it's hard to get just to one drop. But again, there's no great skill here. Like I say, a monkey could do it, or an ape. I don't want to leave the apes out. Anyways, I'm not getting paid for talking here, so I'm going to do another load. Although I do have to go look at a job, I might just load the machine up so somebody can't steal it and call it a day. So another thing that occurs to me about that Caltech machine, that's K-A-L-T-E-K, is that when you get a piece like this that I had to get out and move by hand, gets hung up on the edge. That machine having its own grapple, if you have that option, you don't have to go and move that log manually. You just swing the grapple over, pick it up. That's a big plus. I wish I realized this stuff before. I wish there was a video like this. Hopefully this will help somebody. Again, I love the CordKing, but value per dollar, I think I gotta try out my Caltech. Lined up for next week. I'm supposed to go look at the 2 loads of logs the guy's gotten. I don't think I'm going to be taking this job because a couple things are putting up red flags for me. First of all, he asked me if I thought we could process his 20 cords of wood in my minimum of 4 hours, which is highly unlikely. And I can't comment on that without seeing the logs, and even once I see them, I don't think I'd have to commit to that because I don't know how he's going to be loading the logs, so on and so forth. I know he has a skid steer and he was only going to be using forks, so I offered to bring this out to him to use for no charge, the grapple, because that will make things a lot faster. Okay? No charge on that. And he wants logs 24 inches long and probably not split. So I'm going to be setting this back or removing it and removing the blades for his job before I arrive on my time no charge. And then I got to put it back once I return for my use. I do charge as soon as I leave, and I charge until the time I get back. But it's a 4-hour minimum. So then it turned out he's going to get 2 loads of logs, probably about 40 cords. And that's fine. And then he calls me and asks me to deliver him 2 cords of split wood. And I asked him if he wanted to pick it up or have it delivered. He's 44 minutes away. He goes, oh, that's far. Better deliver. So I say, okay, $200 for the split wood, $50 for delivery. And he doesn't reply, and I ask him about it. He goes, oh, I got something local. And I got to tell you, that doesn't sit right with me. I know I haven't communicated to him that this is no charge, although he can figure that out on his own because he hasn't said he doesn't need it. I haven't communicated to him about what I'm going through to accommodate the job. But I just got a feeling it's going to be a stressful job. I don't know why he didn't get the 2 cords for me if it was a matter of saving $50. It's not something I would have negotiated with him, but then I would have let him know what value I was providing. So, I don't know. That's just me complaining. But, you know, this is something I do as a hobby, as a fun sideline. There's not a lot of money in it, and it's, I'm not cheap and petty. I like giving customers good value, but when they don't recognize the value and they think saving a nickel when they're getting much better value is more important, that's a huge red flag for me. Anyways, that's me venting. It's all good though. I guess it's better that I feel this way and find this stuff out beforehand. And hey, I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Oh, the other part of the thing is I'm supposed to meet the guy today. So I've been sort of taking it easy today, making sure I'm available, that I can, you know, say what, or do what I said. And I did message him a little bit late in the day. I think around 3:30. I said, are you around 5? Because he said he'd be around in the afternoon. He responded to me 20 minutes later and said, I'm duck hunting. So basically, I planned my day around meeting him, and he said he'd be available, and now he's not. So I know he's a customer, and I do give my customers, I feel, really good value, really good customer service, but there is a limit. And he's probably completely unaware of the way I feel, and that's fine. That's just fine. Yeah, like I say, I think it's best if I not do that job next week. Okay, it's at 6:30. It's getting dark. This is how I leave the machine. Locked it, so even if I pry it with a screwdriver, which I leave handy there, it can't be forced open. It'll just cause more damage. I have 11 logs on the deck right now to make it very difficult to tow away and steal. And I have a lock on the tongue there too, so I left this log on the tray sticking out purposely, a big log. Be pretty difficult to steal my machine. Not impossible, but somebody wants it that bad that they're willing to risk a broken limb, and somehow I don't hear them. This is my first delivery with the new truck. One thing about using these IBC totes, convenient, easy to move, but I got a lot of strapping to do. I got to strap it back on because I have it open, keep pieces from falling out. Got to strap it to the truck, and I got to strap the top each row so that wind doesn't catch them and carry them. So on this one, I'll have 4 straps just to secure the load. Something to consider. I did think about just throwing it in the box or dumping it. Yeah, that might have been a better option, but it doesn't matter. I like doing it this way because a customer likes the presentation and they can see that it's a Cord Plus. That's the big dill pickle there, having it heaped like that. I did add pieces to the top because it's been sitting for about 6 months and they sure settle a lot. I do stack them right to the top, and then you'd be surprised how much they settle. I guess they dry and they contract and settle, and appeared to want to take another row on top easily, and then I heaped it. I also heaped it to help me tie it down. So here's the latest crap I got to deal with. Took the bar motor off. 2 bolts there that holds the bar in, and the mounting there. I'll show you what that looks like in a second on that cylinder. Make the bar go down. So there's the 2 blocks there, pillow blocks, and that's where the oiler goes. So basically I've lost a full day of production because the bar bolt broke off. Let me see where I'm at here. Broke off in there. That was this one. Busted off. Yeah, I tried to drill it out, but when it was still mounted there. Hard steel. I don't got the right bit to get through there. Tried using oil and stuff. And so I just thought I'd take it off and I'll get take it to the machine shop. You might have to redo the threads. You know, for the price of the machine, like I know things break down. I know it's a high-speed machine under incredible amounts of pressure and stress. But this is bullshit. This is something you'd say that's what you get for buying Chinese, and that's not the case. It's like way overpriced to have to put up with this. Lose an entire day of production for a damn bolt on a what is a brand new now, an $85,000 machine? Come on. And I think even the threads on that other bolt are kind of screwed up. That bolt goes right through. The other bolt, which is the bottom bolt, goes into that bushing there. I don't know. I just have a hard time believing they can't spec bolts that are better than that. Maybe the previous owner used a power tool on it or something, I don't know. But it's not worth the money, in my opinion. Just not worth the money for the quality of parts. And not only that, the accessibility to work on it is just awful. Those fenders are cheap, like I mentioned before. You lean on them and they bend in. You certainly can't step on them because they'll bend and warp. Never mind the safety factor about them being slippy. Just that's a big part of the reason why I have it for sale again, and won't be buying another one. And I can't believe that everybody goes crazy about CordKing and their quality and that kind of stuff. I don't think it's a good value per dollar as well, at all. And I know their competitor in town there in Perth, Ontario, charges a lot more, but I'm sure they're better, but I don't think they give an equal value per dollar. Just gotta be a limit, man. Like, there's no money in this business, and then they start doing stuff like putting a conveyor on the cookie side discharge and stuff. That's another 80 grand. More power to them, I guess.